everyone. So today I had a story that I wanted to tell you about how the Lord is faithful to care for even the small things that we care about because He cares about us. So my cat has been missing for about a week, which is unusual for her. She's an outdoor cat, but normally she's not missing for more than like a couple days. And so it's unusual for her to be missing that long. And so the only sign we had that she was still around is that she was taking nibbles off of her food that we leave out for her in her little hut she has, and we leave the door open. But besides that, there's a temptation to worry. I was choosing just to trust God. And so we were talking to our neighbor the other day just about small things, and he said, oh yeah, it's horrible. The next door neighbors have been having a rough week. She ran over 2 cats and her dog. And when he said that, my stomach just dropped inside. Like it was such a horrible feeling, and 2 times I almost started crying in front of him. I was so nervous about it because this cat, I've had her since I was 12. And she is, for me, my once-in-a-lifetime animal. And she's like my little playmate, my little furry friend. And she's more to me than a cat. Oh, the cat lover, don't get it. I love my cat. So, when I was really upset, I called my mom, and I was like, the neighbor said that 2 of our 2 cats got run over, and I just burst out crying, and I was crying so hard. I'm like, wow, I really do love Penny. But I never said that she died or anything like that. I never made any bad confessions, because life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. And so I lost my train of thought. So my dad went over to the next door neighbor's house, who the neighbor said that they ran over there 2 cats and a dog, and he asked, and that neighbor said that he didn't know anything, that their dog was fine, so I don't know what happened there. But he said that so I felt better, and I was just trusting God that okay, she is fine. Jesus wouldn't let that happen to her. How I've cast the care of her onto Him and let her be free and not worry, and how I prayed for her, there's no way He would let that happen to her. So I trusted Him. And the next day when we came home from dinner, I said, I'm gonna see Penny. She's gonna come home. I'm gonna meet her out back. And I made that confession of faith, and it made me believe more on the inside. It's crazy how powerful your words are when you say them out loud, when you don't just think them, but you say them not like, I hope that this will happen, or I'm believing this will happen, but when you have the faith to say this is going to happen, it like gives you a confidence and a faith inside that you didn't have before. When I said, I'm going to see her out back, she's going to come home tonight, it just was like, wow, she is going to come home tonight. It's like somebody who knows everything told me that. And it makes sense because we have the mind of Christ, and Jesus lives in us, and we are the body of Christ. So anyways, I made that confession of faith, so I went outside to meet her. And I was looking for her. I called her a lot, couldn't find her, went inside. The neighbor calls my dad, and he tells him that he saw a cat that he thinks looked like our cat in his yard heading towards our house. And I got so excited. My dad went out front. He's like, here she is. I was like, what? I dropped everything, ran outside. Penny? Meow. Penny? Meow. Penny? Meow. And she was in the dark. It was like one of those movie reunions. And when she finally comes into view, she's trotting to me with her tail up. Meow. Penny! And I caught her up in my arms, and I gave her a bath, and I gave her a raw meatball, and she was so well taken care of. and she is back home. But I tell you, that cat is only alive because of Jesus. Only alive because I pray for her, cast the care of her onto Jesus, and he cares for me. He really does care for me. He's showed his love for me so much through that cat, that he would care to keep a cat safe. Because even though it's such a small thing and there's so many crazy things going on around in the world, he cares about me. And because he cares about me, he cares about what I care about. And so I really just wanted to encourage you that life and death are in the power of the tongue, and those who love it will eat its fruit. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. Literally, so many times my cat, you could say she almost died. Like she got bit in the head when I was at a discipleship training school with Youth with a Mission. My mom said that you could see the white, like it must have been her skull. You could see like inside, like it was really bad. She lived. There's another time where she got like an open wound on her body. She lived. And there's been multiple times where I thought she was lost. I'm like thinking this is finally it, but I never said it. And I always kept my confessions right. And yes, I've cried, but I didn't speak words of death. So we have emotions, but we just can't let our emotions control us. Just as long as the emotions are good, but as long as they're not in the driving wheel, then we're good. And I didn't. You can like feel so sad about something, but still keep your confession straight and still trust God. So yeah, I just wanted to encourage you to life and death are in the power of tongue. Those who love it will eat its fruit. And to roll your works over onto the Lord. Roll your cares, your worry, your stresses onto God, and he will care for you. He cares about the little things that you care about because he cares about you. So I love you so much. I hope you have a wonderful day on this beautiful day. And see you next time.